reporting all one word with a U, about the anti-Illuminati dating service, and I wanted to bring this attention to you to read this article in Reader's Digest. It's a harrowing tale of 3 murders, inclusive evidence in the 18-year-old search for a serial killer. And it talks about one of the elites that was dating one of the women that was murdered, and his name is Ashton Kutcher. I wanted to tell you about this story because I found it very interesting, and I thought you might want to know about it. Sometimes these elites have to do a lot of things to make it in Hollywood, and they have to sacrifice friends or relatives and in order to become famous and to make a lot of money. So in some cases they date women and they get mysteriously murdered, and they often get off the hook, and they plant the murder on someone else, hire them, give them payoffs, just so they keep their name out of it. Well, here's a incident with Ashton Kutcher, who's a famous celebrity who's in a show called 2.5 Men, and he was married to Demi. Well, he's a Scientologist, and he dated this girl. Her name is Ashley, and she had a date with Ashton Kutcher the night she was murdered. And this is the story about it. If you want to read it, it's really chilling. I guess she was dating him, and somehow she ended up dead the night they were supposed to date. And it says here, I guess, around 10:45 p.m., Ashton knocked on the door, and when the Ashley didn't answer, he tried the handle, and it was locked. And then he peered through the front window, and the place was in disarray, but there was, I guess that was to be expected, because she was in the midst of remodeling, but he also saw a dark stain that looked like someone had spilled wine near the entrance of her bedroom. So, he's like alluding to all the stuff he sees. Now, I like to know, what kind of guy do you meet does this? I mean, he comes over for a date, he tries to come inside your house, he doesn't even have permission, he tries to open the door, he's looking in the windows like a stalker. And then he sees some red blood looking stuff on the ground, and doesn't even call the police or care, and he just leaves, and then they find out that you're dead. So it's just really crazy. And I guess her roommates found her the next morning, and I mean, you could read this article, the full story. I'll pan over it if you want to kind of stop and read it, but it's real interesting, how he got away with this. And some people say that he allegedly did it in order to get fame and fortune, but it was just weird, I guess, how the body was staged or posed. So it just is a warning to women to be careful when you date the elites, because you very well could end up a sacrifice. And like Ashley, who knows what she knew about Ashton, or what she found out dating Hollywood elites that ended her with her, ending up in death. So just be looking out for this series. I'll be doing a lot of exclusives on different stories of elites and mysterious deaths, and women being domestically violenced and tortured. And this is for the anti-Illuminati dating service.